Changing children's negative behavior patterns. Negative behavior drains the life energy out of a family and gives one child the power, at times, to squash the joy for everyone. Often, the typical parenting tools we bring to the table are inadequate to eliminate such negative patterns. Of course, all of us have our moments. This is not what this article is about. This article addresses the situations where children or teens fall into a consistent pattern of negativity. First, let's define what those patterns of negativity look like. Complaining constantly. Nothing is enough. Never accepting no without argument. Negotiating about everything. Nagging incessantly to get what they want. Demanding mom or dad to get them stuff. Whining, questioning your judgment and decisions, and apparently seeking ways to be unhappy or miserable. Children find negativity through resisting reality. If you pause to observe how all of these patterns of negativity work, there's an internal resistance to the reality of their life. In some way, your children, when engaged in a negative pattern, are resisting or fighting against the life they have. For most of you, you notice, they actually have a very good life. They live in a safe world. They mostly have health and freedom. There are lots of things to do and enjoy. They have parents who love them and adore them. It's a good life. Yet some children find misery and reason to whine and complain and argue. Their magic formula for this misery is to internally resist reality and always want things to go their way all the time, not reality. The more you try to release them and create a world where you dance, jump, and totally exhaust yourself trying to create that perfect world, the more you will see a gradual tendency, for many, not all, to simply want more and more. Despite having a great life, they will find a way to resist it and want even more. This is the foundation for that negative pattern. Once you recognize that this pattern has worsened with your efforts to always make it better for them, then you are taking the first step to help them drop that negativity. Here's the short version of how to begin to break those negative patterns. 1. Inform the kids things are about to change, and it's okay to have your negative moment. It is essential to let your kids know that their world is about to change. You do so in a straightforward, friendly, and definitive fashion. You explain this when things are not in an upset, but when things are calm. Next, explain that you will no longer try to take away their upset. You let them know that they are free to whine, complain, negotiate, tantrum, or be as negative as they wish. It's simply that mom and dad are no longer going to respond to it. Please take this piece of advice more seriously than anything else in this article. 2. Stop repeatedly engaging these behaviors. In the past, it is likely that you've been pulled into engaging their unhealthy negative patterns. By their very nature, they tend to pull us into them. You must resist this natural inclination to respond to these patterns. Do not repeatedly remind kids that you're going to stop responding to their complaints. Do not tell them you are ignoring them. Do not frown at them when they start complaining or negotiating or whining or demanding. Ignore means ignore. Walk away. Go to another room, put on your headset, talk to someone else in the family, pick up the phone, vacuum the rug. 3. Expect that things will get worse before they get better. When you start doing this, most of the time, children do not like it. If they are accustomed to a pattern of having you respond, they will intensify their efforts to pull you in. If you do so, you will then sink the ship. All of your efforts will be lost. Instead, you must maintain the course. In my next article, I'll introduce the role of consequences in such negative patterns, but it is essential that you master these steps first. If you'd like to get more practical parenting tips and learn the inside scoop on how small changes in your parenting can help your children, then visit me at www.terrificparenting.com. Or you can explore my YouTube channel by simply clicking on the subscribe button above my YouTube videos. Remember, the right parenting tools make all the difference. Come check us out at www.terrificparenting.com.